Hello and welcome back to my video. Have you ever thought how totalitarianism can twist our ability to see the truth, to know what is good and skew what is beautiful? We become essentially controlled by the government. The following video is an AI creation of a previous video that I created on 1984, on objective truth and reality. The protagonist, Winston, goes into an existential crisis in how to know if anything is true. This is because he works for the Ministry of Truth, an organization which notoriously changes the facts of history to support their current agenda. Winston's own memory runs into conflict when he is unsure of whether their nation of Oceania had been at war with East Asia or Eurasia 5 years ago. East Asia. Was the party's hold upon the past less strong? He wondered because a piece of evidence which existed no longer had once existed. But today, supposing that it could somehow be resurrected from its ashes, the photograph might not even be evidence. Already at the time when he made his discovery, Oceania was no longer at war with Eurasia, and it must have been to the agents of East Asia that the free dead men had betrayed their country. Since then, there had been other charges too. He could not remember how many. Very likely, the confessions had been rewritten and rewritten until the original facts and dates no longer had the smallest significance. The past was constantly being changed by the party. What most afflicted him with the sense of nightmare was that he had never clearly understood why the huge falsifications took place. The immediate advantages of falsifying the past were obvious, but the ultimate motive was mysterious. He took up his pen again and wrote. He wondered, as he had many times wondered before, whether he himself was a lunatic. Perhaps a lunatic was simply a minority of one. At one time, it had been a sign of madness to believe that the earth goes round the sun. Today, to believe that the past is unalterable. He might be alone in holding that belief, and if he were, he was a lunatic. But the thought of being a lunatic did not greatly trouble him. What was terrifying was that he might be wrong. He picked up the children's history book and compared it to his own thoughts. It was as though some huge force were pressing down upon you, something that penetrated into your skull, battering against your brain, frightening you out of your beliefs, persuading you almost to deny the evidence of your senses. In the end, the party would announce that 2 and 2 made 5, and you would have to believe it. It was inevitable that they should make that claim sooner or later. Not merely the validity of experience, but the very existence of external reality was tacitly denied by their philosophy. The heresy of heresies was common sense. And what was terrifying was not that they would kill you for thinking otherwise, but that they might be right. For how do we know that 2 and 2 make 4? Or that the force of gravity works? Or that the past is unchangeable if both the past and the external world exist only in the mind, and if the mind itself is controllable? The party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command. As he thought of the enormous power arrayed against him, the ease with which any party intellectual could overthrow him in debate, the subtle arguments which he would not be able to understand, much less answer, he wrote. The obvious, the silly, and the true had got to be defended. Truisms are true. Hold on to that. The solid world exists. Its laws do not change. Stones are hard. Water is wet. Objects unsupported fall towards the Earth's center. With the feeling that he was speaking to O'Brien, and also that he was setting forth an important axiom, he wrote, "Freedom is the freedom to say that 2 + 2 make 4. If that is granted, all else follows." From pages 90 to 93, I think that revisionism of history and the facts is dangerous and can lead to a dogmatic following of whoever is in charge, or whosoever happens to shape the laws and dictates of their society to suit their narrative. There is objective and empirical truth beyond the alleged facts that have been told, and logic and reason is used to engage with matters of knowing reality. A denial of any objectivity leads to a rabbit hole of solipsism, or could even lead to harm and rejection of the ego, which is technically what totalitarian governments want to do, to create a society of obedient, uncritical, unconscious servants who do as they are told. It is also quite interesting how language in the form of Newspeak is being modified to suit the party and prevent thought crime. This is a dumbing down of words, and as words, categories and language define our ability to apprehend the world. Obliterating words leads to a destruction of these concepts. And this means that humanity loses another thought and perception of our physical, real world. No truer can this be seen than in internet parlance, where some words are shortened to mere abbreviations like TBH, TLDR, FYI, etc. These aren't bad per se, but there is an obvious shortening trend happening. Knowing truth and reality is becoming much harder as the internet has created echo chambers which limit thought. Neologisms and words are shaped to serve these narratives, closing access to the physical world and further polarizing and dehumanizing the other. The solution, then, is to continue to think critically, understand things properly in their totality through extensive studying and reading, and to be well versed in all manner of things to keep the memory of bygone eras alive. This is to preserve history, facts, and sane reality perception. The ego and individualism must be preserved in the face of conformity. The ultimate goal is the pursuit of truth, for the true and the good are one and the same. Logical and emotional, simple and multifaceted, convicting and calming, useful and beautiful, transcendent and immanent. Thank you for watching my video and have a good day. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more thought-provoking videos. Bye-bye!